Hi guys, it's Chris from Crafts with Chris, and don't you just love that card? So we're going to make that card today. For your cardstock, what you will need is a piece of the 2019-2021 in color 6x6 designer series paper. I'm using the Pretty Peacock one, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. You also will need a piece of Pretty Peacock cardstock. This was cut using the layering oval framelits, and I actually used the second smallest. So here's your smallest, there's your second smallest. You'll need 3 pieces of Whisper White. You're going to need your A2 size, so it's 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, fold at 4 1/4. And then another piece, this one here is cut 3 by 4, and then a scrap piece because you're going to stamp your dog out and then use the punch. So the inks today we're using are the Pretty Peacock and then your Stays On. For the stamp sets today, I'm using Free as a Bird. I'm just using the sentiment here, thank you. I also will be using the Happy Tails stamp set. We're going to be using the dog out of here. I also will be using the punch that coordinates with this stamp set. So I'm going to take my dog and the little piece of scrap paper. I'm going to stamp that out with the Stays On ink. So then you're just going to take your punch and punch him out. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my Stampin' Right marker. This one is Crumb Cake, and I'm going to color him. You could also use your ink pads and color him that way. But because we use Stays On, it is water-based, so this is good for any of your water coloring tools. So I'm bringing the Stamparatus in for this. This is one of my most favorite things to do with the Stamparatus. So I'm taking the thank you out of here, and I'm going to use that to stamp. I'm going to take my window sheet. I have a couple different sizes of window sheet cut, and I keep it right in my Stamparatus. I'm going to bump this right up into the corner here, and I'm just going to hold this end. I'm going to take my piece of Whisper White that I have cut the 3 by 4, and I'm going to lay this underneath here. I want to make sure I have enough wiggle room here so it's not hitting here. I want to make sure I can move this around where need be, and I want to make sure I have it out at the bottom here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my thank you stamp, and I'm just going to line it up about right here, and make sure you're butted up in the corner. It doesn't matter if it's crooked, and we're going to go ahead and pick that up. Then you're going to take your Pretty Peacock ink, and you're just going to ink up your stamp. You're going to stamp that down, and you're going to see where it lands on your white cardstock. Then you can go ahead and move your cardstock around, make sure that's butted up in the corner there, and put your thank you exactly where you want it on your piece of Whisper White. So I want it right there in the corner. And I'm going to take my magnet once I get it set, and I'm just going to apply it down to the bottom. I'm going to re-ink up this stamp. I'm going to move my window sheet, and then I'm just going to stamp this down. Just like that. So it's perfect right in the corners. So then I'll just take a wipe that down, and stick this back in with my Stamparatus case. Now we're just going to go ahead and start to assemble our card. So you're going to take your card base, fold it in half. I just like to give it a good crease. Then we're going to glue our designer series paper on top. I'm using Fast Fuse. You can use whatever kind of adhesive you have on hand. And I'm going to bring in my scallop piece with my dog, and I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back side of the dog towards the bottom here. Then I'm going to bring some Stampin' Dimensionals in and put them on the back of my dog. I'm going to put him right here on the bottom, just like so. I thought this was a little plain, so I wanted to take it one step and add a line behind this dog so it looks like he actually is sitting on this rug. So I'm bringing in a ruler, and I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Right black marker. I'm going to use the smaller end of the marker, and I'm just going to draw a line. Just like so. And then it almost looks like now that he actually is sitting on a rug. You're going to put this right on the front of your card, again with some adhesive. Kind of put them off towards the right here so we can see a lot of that nice paper. So then to just kind of finish this card off, I'm going to bring in the in color faceted dots, and I'm going to take the matching Pretty Peacock, and we're just going to line those up on the edge of this card here. that's it to that card. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I also would love to hear from you in the comments. And don't forget to share this video with your friends so they can make this card. Please subscribe below and don't forget to ring that bell. I also offer a newsletter that I would love for you to sign up for. You will get 30 free card ideas just for signing up. Thanks for watching.